Hey, you. Yeah, you. Welcome to the Malaka podcast.
Hello, my name is Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, I have made it to 100 episodes. I don't feel it's that big of an accomplishment, to be honest with you. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, nobody really knows who I am. Nobody really knows the pain I've been through. No, it's all bullshit. Let's just be honest. Everybody and their grandmother has a podcast. A lot of us just come on here just to bitch and complain about anything that's been bothering us throughout the years. And I just always wanted to do this. What inspired me to do this, to be completely honest with you, is I watched a movie called Listen to Me, Marlon. And it's based on Marlon Brando. And it just goes through certain parts of his life and starts from the beginning and middle and end and all that, and shows clips of movies and all the stuff he's been through. And the whole concept is they take clips of voice recordings that he did over the years. I'm assuming a lot of it was probably done like maybe the last 5-10 years before he died. I mean, he sounds a little bit more older on the tapes, and he's just, reflecting on his life. And they said they had something like 100 hours of tape or something. And I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had access to this, I would listen to every single word because I love Marlon Brando. I mean, that guy is just such an interesting guy. Eventually, I will do a podcast on it. It's one of those podcasts where, I really do want to do, but I just want to make sure I do it right. So, a lot of them I procrastinate on, and I just wait till the mood is right, and I go from there. But I thought that was so cool. And if he was alive today, he would for sure have a podcast. And think about how many people he would just interview, and people would just show up there and he would talk to. And I mean, it would just be awesome. Just him probably sitting in his house and, I don't know, petting a cat like he did in The Godfather, and just talking to, who knows, Robert De Niro or Pacino, or I mean, like, who knows who he talked to. But just the concept of that is just sitting there and just talking to a recorder, and, just letting people know what's on your mind. Sometimes it's about movies, sometimes it's about cheese. It doesn't matter, There's always, like, everyone's got their own story. Everyone's got a funny story, a sad story, a pissed off story, or just shit they want to get out there. Or, and with me, I just wanted to just do this. I mean, a lot of people say I got a good voice. A lot of people say I mumble too, so I'd like to think I'm somewhere in the middle. And, I just pick a subject and I just roll with it. Sometimes it's something that just happened. Sometimes it's just, some random thing like farting. So, yeah, it's just very simple. And like I said before, he did it in a tape recorder. I don't have a studio here. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You can tell by the sound here. I'm just talking to my phone here. I mean, I was going to get equipment, but then I thought to myself, first of all, one, I can't afford it. Two, I could just do this just as easy. And originally, I was going to put my stuff on YouTube. They give you a restriction of 20 hours on YouTube, and I did do that originally. And then I found SoundCloud, and SoundCloud said, no problem. It'll cost you about $150. Sure, why not? And yeah, there you go. It's that simple. And yeah, I hope, for the 12 people listening to this, I hope you enjoy it. I've got a lot of compliments. I've gotten a couple of people that don't like it. We'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, it's just that simple. Anybody can do it. That's all I'm trying to say. And remember growing up, or, I mean, I'm 37 years old, so I remember growing up and you see certain shows, your favorite shows, and they would have not a new show that week, and they would just show like a clip show or something. I mean, do you remember how like annoying that was? So, ironically, I'm going to do the exact same thing with this episode. I'm just going to review all my episodes that I've done I don't know, last year and a half, I guess, whatever. And yeah, if I missed anything, I'll try to fill in the blanks there. And there you go. So yeah, let's start this. So the first episode I did was called hashtag Me Too, hashtag Not Me. Um, yeah, I mean, you don't hear about it as much anymore. You know, when it first came out, I mean, it was just an explosion. Like all these people were getting exposed, and yeah, in my opinion, we still have a lot more to do. You know, I forgot if I mentioned this in that episode, but George Clooney said something, pretty simple. He said, "How about not taking late meetings in hotel rooms? Just the obvious stuff. And it just doesn't go for women. It goes for men. It just like anybody. You know, it's a business. It's show business. Treat it like a business. 9 to 5. Meet in public. Meet at offices. Meet where other people are, where there's witnesses, but don't put yourself in a bad position. Just anyone, you know. And it's just an industry where, people got to learn, that in the end, we're all equal. We really are. I mean, you work your ass off to get to a certain point, get number one movies, shows, money, whatever. But, in the end, everyone has to be treated equal. So, the reason why I put hashtag not me, at the time, I just thought it was appropriate. I mean, I told a couple stories there, and yeah, I feel that, we do have a long way to go, and not all of us, should be branded as that. And, just because you say something or, do something in a certain way, it doesn't mean you're Harvey Weinstein, By the way, I think that guy apparently got off or something. I mean, but again, like his career will be ruined for sure. I mean, who knows? Maybe, you know what? Who knows? Maybe this guy will still keep making movies. But, if people are stupid enough to do that with him, then, that's their problem. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But, yeah, just, be careful out there, guys. And, let's not try to take, everything so seriously. And what I mean by that is just, like I said, like we live in a very PC world, and I just watched an episode of Eddie Murphy where he hosted. He did an excellent job, and they did a lot of risque stuff on there, during the news and his skits, whatever. And again, you just got to take it with a grain of salt. It's not meant to offend anybody, but at the same time, treat everybody with respect. And the whole point of this movement is that people are heard and their stories are out there, and they'll be out there forever. Okay? So if you run an agency, treat people with respect. No more sexual harassment, no more casting couches. Just make sure everybody is treated as equals. Episode number 2. What the fuck happened to music? Now, like I said, the whole concept of this one was just, to put out there that, it gets to a certain age where, yeah, you will ask yourself that. Not much else to say about that, I mean, music is constantly changing, One of the reasons why I picked SoundCloud is because I think it's got like over 90 million people that are dedicated to putting music on here, and subscribers and listening to it, and it's a great start for a young artist. It's not like back in the day where you gotta promote your CD or cassette tape or record and go to a store and see if they'll play it a couple times, and anybody with an internet connection can be a star. And I always tell people it always takes one song. You're literally one hit away from becoming a huge artist. And people got to learn, to get with the times, or yeah, you will be left behind. I don't know much about SoundCloud even to this day. I still get emails saying, "Oh, do you know what accesses you to SoundCloud and what things you could be listening to right now?" I'm like, yeah, I have no idea, and I don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, like one day I will look into it, but for now, I'm good. And I don't mean this to be stubborn or nothing. And yeah, you just still got to keep with the times. And, I've been listening to a lot of new artists lately. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. Some of it's catchy. Some of it will be here for a couple minutes. Some of it will last a lifetime. Who knows? Time will tell. Episode 3, where there's smoke, there's fire. Me talking about cigarettes. I'm just kidding. I'm not smoking. Just wanted to do that. By the way, I'm told that every time Lil Wayne does that in front of a song, that means he's high as he's recording it. I just wanted to see what it felt like. Anyways, yeah, cigarettes are still bad for you, apparently. I still like smoking when I drink. That's pretty much the only time I really do it now. But yeah, I don't know. One of these days I gotta do something on vaping here. I don't know. There's fucking vaping everywhere. Apparently it's even worse than cigarettes. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, anything smoke-wise you inhale in your body, it's obviously bad. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just telling you, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But again, I like a good drink with a smoke. Am I a hypocrite? Yeah, probably. I don't know what to tell you. Number 4, Wake Up, Mr. West. Talking about Mr. Kanye West. Now, it seems like every year you could probably do an episode just on Kanye West. Before I was just talking about the albums, a couple things about him, whatever. Since then, he's gotten in trouble, for talking to Donald Trump with the Make America Great Again, whatever those stupid red hats are. He brought some property in Arizona there, and that was his. And you know what? I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he seems like he's in a good place. I know he's come on with an album before. What was it? A couple months ago. It was okay. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it wasn't anything classic or nothing. It's got its tracks on there. Like I said before, the first 3 albums of Kanye West are his best ones. I mean, you could debate which one, of those is the best. Like I said, the younger generation loves the 808s and Heartbreaks. I could see why. It was just a fresh sound. But yeah, I mean, with Kanye, I mean, just look up his earlier shit that he did, like in the late 90s. I think I mentioned this before, with Do or Die and Most Def and just a bunch of stuff. I mean, the guy was nobody knew that he would become this big rapper. And he did. He accomplished it. And, health is number 1. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, there's certain tracks I just feel he just puts out there. But there's certain tracks he puts out there that are just classics. So, will he do a song with Taylor Swift? Who knows? Who knows? It could happen. Just saying. Episode 5, Don't Look Down, cell phones. I was on the subway the other day. I look left, everyone's on their cell phone. I look right, everyone's on their cell phone. I look down, I'm on my cell phone. It's just the way it is. I forgot if I mentioned this before. I played one-on-one basketball with my friend back in the day, and I said, how cool would it be if, we just talked to a device one day, and all of a sudden they just can tell us the answer. Yeah. What was it, 20 years later? That's happening right now. Just be aware of what's actually real and what's in front of you. What else can I say? Number 6, it sucks being sick. It really does. I was actually sick when I recorded that. It was pretty obvious. What can I tell you? Try to avoid being sick, I guess. I don't know. I wear gloves all the time. I get ripped on it all the time. I don't give a shit. I don't get sick as much as other people, so fuck it. I don't know what to tell you, Sometimes I get ripped on because I look like Dexter because I'm wearing the gloves all the time. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm less sick. That's all I'm going to say. Episode 7. What really happened at the end of Sopranos? Not much else to say here. Everything I vented in this episode. I will say this, though. One thing, and this is how much I read into shit sometimes. At the end, the only thing that they were eating at the table was onion rings. What are onion rings shaped like? A hole, right? Like a big zero. Does that relate to what happened at the end? Is there a big hole in the story? Yeah, you're right. I'm reading way too much into it. Fuck it. Episode 8, Second City. Again, not much else to say. I had a great time doing that. You know what? I will admit this. I believe when I talked about level C or level D, I'm pretty sure it was right after level C, I was done. I remember I actually recorded this at work. I had to pause the podcast because I started crying. I admit that. I don't know why I did. I admitted this to one other person. Yeah, I mean, it really did mean a lot to me going there, you know? I mean, every aspect of school I've ever done, I've always gotten in trouble. For some reason, like at the end, or not the end of every class, but every aspect. Like even night school, I got in trouble one time, and I had to see the principal. Who the fuck knew there was a principal at the end of night school? But anyways, I cried, and I don't know, maybe I just got really emotional. I really did enjoy going to Second City, and it's something, you know, I'll never forget, and it was just a great experience. And if you're a young actor, you know, if you can afford it or get the money from your parents, like I did, go to Second City. You will definitely not regret it. And you're gonna run into a lot of people that are just funny, and you know, just different kinds of funny too. You know, I mean, it's just a mixed bag of nuts, and you know, you'll have a great time there. I guarantee it. Episode 9. Don't cry, just party. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of forgot what I was talking about in this one. I think it was just more just the concept of dying and everyone just being sad and everything. I mean, me personally, I hate going to funerals. I got a cousin that every time, I forgot if I mentioned this, but every time he goes to a funeral, he always has to sit literally in the back row. Like he can't sit anywhere closer, you know. I get it. You know, you can't. You know, I mean, you know, some people just, they got their own way of grieving, and yeah, like I said before, if I die, I hope my parents, you know, hear this, or people after me, whatever. I do want to be cremated, and there's a path at the old cottage, you know, it's got that black tarp going all the way downhill. I want my ashes spreaded in that water, okay? Now, Lord knows I'm a big guy, so, you know, even after losing the weight, okay? So people know that, yeah, I'm just going to take up space, so fuck it. So this is a good, you know, middle for all of us. I don't know, I just keep picture, you know, people carrying, you know, me and, you know, 6 people, and someone's going to break their back. Just, you know, burn me. It's cool, you know? Just do it. Don't cry. Just party when I'm dead. That's it. Number 10, suicide. Now, this was obviously a serious subject, and yeah, I lost a couple of friendships because of this one. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, those of you who heard this. By the way, I just want to say that my most viewed shows on here are the ones that when I talk about like a serious subject, you know, and suicide was one of them, you know. And someone made a good point saying, yeah, you know, it makes sense because a lot of people go through it, but a lot of people don't want to talk about it. So hence, you know, where's the middle? Go online, do your own research. So it makes sense. And I do want to say that I am sorry for, you know, talking about it and just, you know, doing that whole thing there. And it was dumb. I'm not going to lie. I mean, my whole plan was one day to write a script, you know, about a guy who was going to kill himself. And then a year later, you know, actually do it. But then, you know, like, you know, kind of like a bucket list thing, you know, whatever. And yeah, I mean, God, I mean, God knows how much shit that would have cost. But yeah, I mean, I can't even get through it for a week. So yeah, I'm still here. I'm still alive. Don't worry. You know, this isn't a ghost. So yeah, but again, if you know, you ever feel like this, because I'm sure everybody feels like this at one point in their lives. You know, just, you know, talk to your doctor, you know, go to a therapist if you have to. Talk to your friends, family. I mean, you'd be surprised, like, you know, how many other people, you know, think about this as well. So it's not just you, you know, it's Everybody feels like this at one point. So, don't be afraid to talk about it. That's all I'm saying. And one side note is, I believe at one point the police, I was told, were actually listening to this podcast. So there's your tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just glad someone's listening. So, but again, I'm not trying to make a joke out of this. If you need help, please go seek it. You're not alone in this. Trust me. Episode 11. Will Toronto ever see a championship again? Boy, was I wrong on this one. Although I do think I'm still right about the Leafs and the Jays. We don't have a football team. I mean, we got the Argos, but okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Who'd have thought firing the head coach and getting a player who might have been back and forth with injuries and having that shot and landing on his foot wrong and knee and all that. It ended up winning us a championship. So, to the Raptors organization, especially the management, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I mean, a lot of us, we didn't know, man. But it is awesome that the Raptors won. Will they repeat again? I don't see why not. I really don't. I don't know. Next year, maybe we get Giannis. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But anyways, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I was wrong. So there you go. Episode 12, porn. We all watch it. We all love it. Women, men, doesn't matter. Who watches it? We all watch it. That's it. Episode 13. Yes, I watched Jersey Shore. Now, I still watch it. I still like the new episodes. It's weird seeing them grown up. I mean, they're not going out as much anymore. Because when you grow up, you got more responsibilities. And I got to be honest with you, though. I've done some thinking about this. And, shut up. But anyways, yes, I have done thinking. I still believe that Paulie is the most messed up one out of all of them. And here's my theory. Like, a lot of people will say, like, he's, the one doing the best, I guess. I think he gets the most every episode, whatever. I don't know. Like, I know his parents are divorced and all that. And, it just seems like to me, like, I don't know. Like, there's no guy that could be that happy in real life. I'm just saying, pulling pranks on people and, prank war champion. I get it. But I hope he's all right. That's all I'm saying. I hope they're all right. I wish them all the best. It's my guilty pleasure show. Don't judge me. Episode 14, Drake, Canada versus everybody. The whole point I wanted to get out of this episode is that Drake, first of all, the guy is by far the best artist of the decade. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, the guy's the guy doesn't know how not to make a hit. I mean, he'll jump on someone else's song as a remix. He'll help out another artist, jump on their track. I don't know how the fuck is it even for discussion that he's not the number one artist of the 2010s. It's that obvious. And now he's promoting shows with him in future or producing whatever. It was Euphoria, Top Boy. Top Boy is not a gay porn. Yes, a lot of people would think that, but no, it's not. It's actually a very good show. It's about these dudes selling drugs in Britain. Euphoria is just about these kids growing up, in the modern age. I can't believe how many fucking people are vaping at such a young age. But anyways. It's bad for you guys. It's poison. Okay? Just, I don't know, have a piece of candy or something. Don't worry. Anyways, he's doing a great job. I mean, he's still, killing it in the music industry. Now he's branching out to all these shows, doing the whole Top Boy thing, So that's cool, man. I love it. I wish him all the best in the future. And here's my impersonation of everybody on the cast of Top Boy. Yo fam, yo fam, yo fam, yo fam, yo fam, Yeah, fam, you got to make sure we got the food, okay? All right? Come on. Thank you. Episode 15. I hate bicycles. Now, like I said before, it's not so much the actual bicycles I hate, it's the people that ride bicycles. Okay? You know who you are. You know what you've done. Thank you. But you're not in a car. Don't treat a bicycle like a car. That's it. And now there's all these bike lanes popping up in Toronto. You know, it's like for every street downtown, there's a bike lane. A lot of people don't like it because it's taking out parking spaces and it's already difficult to park downtown, and businesses don't like it because now they don't have any room for customers, and forget it. I don't know what to tell you. Just don't be that jerk that brings a bicycle on a subway. Please, I can't stand that. I mentioned this before. It's like you gave up exercising and you're like, fuck it, which is something I would do. But I would never have the balls to put a bicycle on a subway. Never. It takes up too much space. I take up too much space. I'm just saying, just stop it. Just stop it. It's not a car. It's just a bicycle. Episode 16. Bully. Again, not much else to say. Anybody can be a bully. I'm sure at one point we've all bullied someone in our lives. We've all been bullied in our lives. And yeah. If you ever see the movie Bully, I think it's called Bully. It's got that one dude that was in that show with Steve Buscemi. I forgot. Boardwalk Empire. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it never ends well for that guy in a movie or show. But anyways, yeah, just be aware of what you're doing, And these pricks online, that are, just saying their little comments and making fun of people. Yeah, that's a form of bullying. I got news for you guys. You trolls out there, they got nothing else to do, Just fuck off, really. I mean, you're not helping society at all. Go get a job. Give me some fries. That's it. Episode 17, a message to all young rappers. Ladies and gentlemen, we were losing way too many rappers before, I'm not even gonna say in their prime. It's just even before they're some of these guys, even before they're 25, just recently with Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, I mentioned before a couple other guys, even Nipsey Hussle. It's all different reasons why these guys died, but, we gotta, I don't know what to say. I really, it really is sad that we're losing all these people so soon, for whatever reasons, and they're all preventable, there's no excuse, and, I don't know what to say to this. It does piss me off a lot, because these guys, they all got so much potential, and, there's not a lot we can do. There is, but at the same time, it's just be aware that your actions will have a reaction. I know it's cheesy, whatever, I get it, but it's true. Everything you put in towards, life, it's if it's negative, you're gonna get back negative. You know what I mean? And for a lot of these people, they put a lot of positive things into life, and unfortunately, they still have people out there that are just angry and they want revenge, and they don't care who it is, that they take it out on. Just take a couple seconds. Think about what you're really doing, to people, and be aware that these people got nothing to do with you, absolutely nothing, and they just want to live their lives themselves. So just be careful out there, and and if you're the person out there that's angry and wants revenge on these guys, just stop. Just again, get help. Talk to somebody. Just because it's not their fault. Okay, just think twice before you react. Episode 18. Oh, Canada. Still happy we got John Tavares. I still love the version of the anthem I came out with. It's great. I mean, I'm very fortunate to be Canadian, and it really is a great country. It really is. I'm not just saying that because I'm here. It really is a great country. Again, I mean, the only thing I would change is if I had the chance to talk to Mr. Trudeau there and tell him, look, you might want to change Halloween costumes. Other than that, it's okay, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, but we all make mistakes, I guess. Boy, that was a bad one. I mean, again, like I said before, be careful around the people that you're around. I mean, I can't believe nobody told him dude, maybe go with Simba. I don't know. I mean, okay, all right. Anyways, yeah, great country. I love it. I would still love to visit Vancouver one day because I'm told it's pretty kick-ass. Not just for the obvious reason that you guys are all thinking, but it's a great country. Never been here? Check it out. Episode 19. Moving sucks. Holy shit, does it ever. Yeah, I've lived at the same spot for, I'm trying to think, about 7 years. Damn. I don't plan on going anywhere. I mean, as you can see from what I told through this podcast, I don't want to go anywhere. It sucks, Yeah, try to avoid moving as much as possible. If someone asks me to move or help them move, I'd rather just be like, here's some money, put it towards the rental of the station wagon, whatever the fuck, the bubble wrap, whatever you got to do. I don't want to help you. So I just want to say this. Please do not ask me to help you move. Thank you. The local bar. Everyone's got their local bar. Maybe it's out of laziness. Maybe it's because it's convenient to go there because it's close. They're happy. They know the people there, when they go there. It's nice. I got my local bar. I'm not going to tell you where it is because it's none of your business. But it's nice. Good people. I always have a good time there. Always fun. Do I recommend getting a local bar? Absolutely. You want a local club, bar, whatever. I don't care. Whatever makes you happy. If you go to a spot, you have a couple of drinks and chill with your friends, it's great. It's awesome. Stay out of trouble now. Don't start any fights. I think I said this before. Don't talk politics. Don't talk religion. Okay? Just talk about the Leafs. That's it. Episode 21. Tell the truth. It's pretty self-explanatory so far, no? Yeah, just again, not much else to say. Just tell the truth. In the end, the truth will always come out anyway. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just be yourself. That's it. That's simple. Episode 22, the Danforth. Now, it's got a little emotional at the end there because we all know what happened. I still love the Danforth. I'm there all the time, shopping. I love just walking it. I got certain stores. I still love going there. It's great. It really is great. Let's not let this one asshole win, okay? Don't be afraid to go out Saturday night, Sunday night, Wednesday night. Doesn't matter. Go out there, have a good time. Lots of great places you could just chill, have a coffee, restaurants. It's awesome. It really is. It is a huge part of Toronto. And, who knows? Maybe Guianis will be there next year. I don't know. Just putting that out there. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, Danforth is awesome. I love it. Episode 23. Pain. Everybody feels pain. Doesn't matter if you're waking up, tripping on the carpet, mental pain, whatever it is, either way, you got to seek help for it. Doesn't matter, you know? By the way, you know what? As long as I'm talking about pain, I just want to say this, okay? I don't know if this is a trend going on with people or women, men. I don't know what's going on here, but the last couple of years, I'm going on dates with women, and for some reason, they like to be choked. Now, I just want to put this out there. I am not choking anybody, okay? I am not Latrell Sprewell. But I don't know what's going on in this society here, but yeah, I mean, this has got to stop. I mean, this is too nuts, man. Yeah, so that is not a good pain, okay? There's something, again, please seek help, people. Please. Please. Oh, God. Episode 24, gambling. I think I said before I was never going to gamble again. Wow, that was a big lie. But that's a sign of a true gambler. You always lie about your gambling. Again, I'm not a big gambler, guys. I just do the pro line. Again, it's a legalized way to bet on games. I can't. I love the Leafs and I hate the Leafs for this fucking reason. But anyways, yeah, I just play a couple bucks, 5, 10, maybe the most 20. The irony is with me is like I'll play 5 or 6. You always win back your money. I don't know why I'm doing it. Maybe it just spices up an afternoon or night or whatever. I don't know. I mean, again, if you got a gambling problem, please seek help. It seems like with a lot of these podcasts, I'm just telling people to get help. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, again, if you got a problem, where it's out of your price range or, just, Furio said on Sopranos. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but bet with your head, not over it. That's it. Okay, episode 25, Challenge Gambino, a.k.a. Donald Glover. I was about to call this kid a genius. He's probably a couple of years younger than me, if not my age. This guy's killing it. I mean, if you watch Atlanta, the first season of Atlanta was great. Just pretty much sets the tone, what it's like, the whole Atlanta vibe, growing up there, the atmosphere, all that. And then the second season, I mean, it's almost like he's like channeling Seinfeld or something. I mean, that one episode he did where the one guy's picking up the piano off Craigslist, whatever, and clearly it's Childish Gambino. Now, a lot of people just assume it's Michael Jackson. I think it's a combination of a lot of things. Like, I think it's a combination of James Brown, and it's just, man, it is fucking creepy. But you gotta check out that episode. I mean, it's just great entertainment. So I don't know what else this guy has planned, but I don't know. He always just seems to land on his feet. Episode 26, Childish Gambino, a.k.a. Donald Glover, Part 2. Now, this one I talked about his last video that he did. And, yeah, as far as I know, he hasn't come out with another video since. He said he's not going to make another video, so that's why I did it. I thought it'd be cool just to review that video. And it's a really good video. It's one of the better music videos I've seen in years. And, it reflects on a lot of the stuff that's been going on in music. And, yeah, it's a really good video. Check it out. And, yeah, like I said, I mean, just watch Atlanta. It's a great show. And, yeah, I don't see him doing anything bad anytime soon. Episode 27, The Cottage. This is gonna sound so stupid. And this is like typical white problems, I guess. My parents sold one cottage, they got another one. Although my parents, technically that's their home now. I'll be honest with you, it's not the same. I guess it's different when you grow up. You have access to certain things, and like when the first time your buddy gets his license, and now you got a car to drive, and obviously when you grow up, more responsibilities, less time you have for stuff like that in the cottage. But, ever since First time I smelled, wood burning, like the old school wood burning, from like a tree that's like, 50, 75, even 100 years old, It's still one of my favorite smells of all time, Like even sometimes I smell it in Toronto and it just brings back memories, So I'll always be thankful for the cottage and, again, rest in peace to my buddy there. We miss you, man. And, yeah, I mean, the cottage, it's a different world up there. It really is. Even the beer tastes better. I even told my buddy that. I'm like, it's, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's got to be the air. But anyways, it's awesome. Episode 28, Norm Macdonald. I said it all on this podcast. Norm Macdonald is still one of the best comedians of all time. He seems like a really smart guy. He did a show on Netflix, just a 10-thing episode there, Norm Macdonald show, whatever. I forgot what it was called, but it's really good. Check it out. I just interviewed, some people, and it's just Norm being Norm. That's it, He's as old school as you get, He's not a guy that's gonna not say what's on his mind, He doesn't care about the PC police, He's just doing his thing. Yeah, I still love him. I'm gonna listen to him to the day I die. I don't care. Episode 29, Bill Cosby. Blah, 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 blah. Fucking idiot. Yeah. What did he end up getting? Like 3 to 10 years? Yeah, which means he'll be out in 3 probably. So, guys, again, this is going back to the hashtag #MeToo movement. If something happens, tell someone right away, okay? Because it's assholes like this that are gonna have the last laugh. I mean, this guy's worth what, $400 million? And if you think about it, what did it cost him? Like a couple years in jail? I mean, this is fucked up, man. I mean, what kind of world do we live in? You know what I mean? Like, and then you hear stories, oh, yeah, you're making the prisoners laugh. Like, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Like, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, so, I don't know, man, But it was good to see, like I said before, I saw Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live. In the monologue, he mentioned, if you told me that, I would be more chill 30 years later and Bill Cosby would be in jail. I thought that was funny. So, you're still an asshole, buddy. Episode 30, Roseanne. Roseanne these days, she's just pretty chill. I mean, after that tweet, she's just pretty much taking it easy. I heard she did like a 2-day performance with her and Andrew Dice Clay where they did stand-up. That was probably pretty awesome. I mean, I'd love to see either one of those two people live. So, Roseanne to me will always be just a tough chick. And she created one of the best comedy shows of all time, for sure. I mean, she brought, the average, I'll say American family, but just the average family in general, like to the screen, and thank you for all the laughs. I appreciate it. Not to say that you're not still making us laugh. I'm just saying, that was a really cool show. And, having her there, just still making us laugh to this day. I know a lot of people don't like her. I think she's a tough chick. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Episode 31, Venom. Now, again, I don't read comics, guys. I don't really read, period. You can tell by the way I talk on this podcast. But, one thing I didn't mention, I don't think, is the only good thing that came out of this movie was the song that Eminem did. That's pretty much it. That first hour, holy shit. The last half hour, okay, whatever, kind of, and the special effects, whatever, okay. They're making a second one. I think they know they fucked up on the first one. I don't know. I think they do this a lot with movies sometimes. I think they make a movie, and, they know eventually it'll be, maybe a 2, maybe 3 franchise movie, whatever. So they don't put a lot into the first one, because they know people are going to go see it anyway. And then they're like, oh, no. And then the second one is about to come up, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll fix the mistakes, whatever, So that's what I think is going on here. So I was going to say, I have a feeling the second one will be better. I don't fucking know. I thought this one was going to be good, so here we are. I'm just hoping the second one will be better. That's all. Episode 32, weed. Now, nope, not doing it. Not doing it. I'm good. Maybe later. Yeah, that was the first time I smoked weed in like 4 years. And yeah, weed is, wow. Weed, like, you'd buy weed and you have no idea what the fuck you're going to get back in the day. Like, you had no idea. It could be really good. It could be absolute shit. Now I went to a weed dispensary at downtown Toronto there, just outside the good old Eaton Center. And yeah, I go in there. One woman's like just holding an iPad, whatever, and it was like, yeah, we got this kind of. Okay, so like, what do you like? Do you like this? Like this? Like, fucking, ordering a fucking burger and fries, whatever. I'm like, shit, this is fucking awesome. No, they don't have that. I wish they did. I mean, like afterwards, I got something to eat. But the point is, it's narrowed down to a fucking science now. Okay, you want something that'll knock you out, but keep you up at the same time. Here you go. You want something that'll make you a little bit hungry, but only for ice cream. Here you go. You want something that'll keep you going during the day and yet drown everybody out during the NHL playoffs. Smoke this. Boom. That's it. It's that simple. Like, I was like, okay, I want something that'll chill me out and not make me think the walls are going to fall on me. Cool. Perfect. Smoke it. Posters didn't talk to me. I was chill. Awesome. That's it. That's it. Weed is great. Now it's legal in Canada. Now it's really great. Like, it wasn't really legal before. I mean, whatever. People just walk down the street. They don't give a fuck. I mean, it's Canada, Again, I would love to go to Vancouver, but one day. Episode 33, weed part 2. Now, I will admit this was me. I didn't admit it at the time. Now I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's what happens when you get older. You just stop giving a shit. Yeah, so all that shit did happen to me. And would I go through it again? Yeah, sure, why not? It was good money. Episode 34, Halloween. Again, it is not a holiday, but I do enjoy Halloween. And I love the candy aspect of the Halloween candy. Listen to me. All you have to do, if you want to save a shitload on Halloween candy, the day of, or maybe the day after, go to a Shoppers Drug Mart. If you're outside of Canada, I can't help you. But if you're in Canada, go to a Shoppers Drug Mart. Everything is half off. Call ahead of time, because some stores do it on the day, or they do it the day after. Depends. Most of the times they do it on the day, because the next day, you're going to see nothing but Christmas shit. But you will save a shitload of money and get a lot of candy. You're welcome. Episode 35, ASMR. The whole episode I was talking like this, because for some reason there's a lot of jerk-offs out there that get off on this. But at the same time, I was just going with the trend, because I'm a slave to trends. Here's me trying to work a lighter. If this gets you off, then you got a lot of problems. I got nothing else to say. Episode 36, Hero. Like I said, anybody at any time could be a hero. I heard the story one time recently where it was like 3 guys on the subway there, and they saved someone from, getting them out. And again, it's just something that you just do. You're not like, oh, I'm going to be a hero today. It just, like, you see someone in trouble, you help them. We're not all superheroes. We're not all Venom, thank God. But yeah, you just do what you got to do. I did hear that those 3 guys did get a subway card, or a whatever the fuck, bus transit card, whatever the fuck, for like free for a year. I'm like, give it to them for life, dude. They saved someone's life. You should get it for life. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just saying. Just saying. Episode 37. Crime doesn't pay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is just an excuse of telling 2 great stories. My 2 biggest run-ins with the law. I guess up to this point in my life. God knows what's going to happen next year. But, it doesn't pay. It really doesn't. I do believe in karma, and then I think life has definitely kicked me in the ass back for doing all this shit. So I'm not saying do this. Like I said, I think back of like when I did this, especially the first story, and I was like, I don't know, I must be out of my fucking mind. I think I said that already, but I mean, yeah, I still don't believe I did it. I don't know, but yeah, karma's a motherfucker. It'll get you back for sure. So I really don't think it pays. Episode 38, haircut. The feeling of a beautiful haircut. The last, let's say, 6 to 12 months, I guess, I've been getting my hair really short. So short that me and Curly can basically look like brothers. Now, if you don't know who Curly is from the Three Stooges, you should not be listening to this podcast. So please just turn it off right now. But there's nothing better than a fresh haircut. Episode 39. Farting. Best fucking funniest sound in the world. I will debate anybody on that. I was talking to my dad one time at the cottage, and we're just shooting the shit back and forth. I was going into this whole speech about something, and all of a sudden, my dad kind of shifts. He lifts his leg, and I know it's coming. Now, it did actually sound like that. He was sitting on kind of like a straw chair. I'm pretty sure like it just burnt up underneath. And it totally stopped me in conversation. I just laughed my ass off. He started laughing his ass off. All I'm trying to say is if you want to get out of a situation, or if you just, need a good laugh, just fart. That's it. Episode 40. Let's party. I have not had a party in a while, or technically I haven't. I've had people over my place, and just be responsible. I cannot stress this enough. If you host a party, make sure people know the rules. There's not that many rules. I'm not trying to be anal about this. I'm just saying if you go to someone's house, you spill something, just don't walk away. Clean it up. All right? Always have towels, Bounty, the quilted picker, quicker picker uppers. I think that's how it goes. Just have it ready. It's going to happen if you like it or not. And just be respectful. But have fun. Have fun. Bring a bag of chips just in case. Just extra shit. I don't know, because I don't know. I always run out of chips, ice. I don't know. Zigzags. The point is, just have fun. Episode 41. Circumcision. I don't want to relive this again. I'm going to be honest with you. When this happened to me, I think I said this already. I didn't think I was going to repeat this story to anybody. I've probably told 76 people this story. Now I've told the world through this podcast. And yeah. Get it as soon as you can. If you are going to get it. Don't, fuck around. It's just going to be more painful. Trust me on this. Trust me. Episode 42. Glasses. I'm very lucky. My parents paid for LASIK for me. We're not rich by any means. Don't think white problems again. I'm just saying it's the best thing I've ever done. Other than showering and sleeping, I always had to wear glasses. Guys, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. If you go out there, if it's snowing, raining, it's for like, you almost don't want to go outside because it sucks, But glasses, sunglasses, there's no stigma about it anymore, Remember when you watch Saved by the Bell and you see, the typical nerd, what did he always have? The glasses. Nowadays it's cool. Now Harry Potter's cool. maybe 30 years ago, he would have got his ass kicked. Now he's ruined the world. So My point is, you want to wear glasses? Go for it. Everyone's got to see. Episode 43, AVGN, also known as the Angry Video Game Nerd. Now, this guy has not posted anything on his website because, well, people don't use websites anymore. They just post all their shit on YouTube or SoundCloud, like me. But he's still making videos, still making me laugh. I don't know what else to say. He's the Angry Video Game Nerd. Ass! I will never get tired of doing that. Episode 44, R. Kelly. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're charging him with shit. Listen, they've been charging this guy with everything the last like 3 decades. I'm sure 2020 will not be different. Will he ever go to jail? Will he ever face serious time? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I hear this guy's got the Chicago police in his pocket. Then other people say it's bullshit. And he's got girls in his house and he feeds them with dog dishes. I don't know what the fuck to believe anymore. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's just Jesus. Oh God. Oh, I don't know. Let's just see what happens with this Malakias. Episode 45. Artie Lang. This guy, again, awesome comedian, always makes me laugh. Very blue collar, just, he's awesome. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, maybe it's not your cup of tea. It's my cup of tea. I don't give a fuck. Now he's got the new podcast, Halfway House. He's looking great, fresh out of rehab. How long is it going to last? Who knows? I think this one is pretty good. Honestly, like, I mean, I don't want to sound doubtful or whatever, or go, people thinking, yeah, right, whatever. You know what? It gets to a certain point in your life where, like, again, you just stop giving a shit. And not in a bad way. Well, I guess sometimes in a bad way, but like in the sense where, you finally realize, I mean, some people it just takes longer to find out, look, I don't need this shit. I don't need certain vices, And Artie, to me, I don't know, he seems like he's pretty much at that point, I mean, he's 52 years old, so he's, like, in my opinion, I think if he starts doing this shit again, I think he's just going to conk out, I think that's what happened to Rick James. I mean, he stopped for a long time, and then he started doing it again, and that's it, so, man, Artie, I still love you, man, supporting the podcast. It's called The Halfway House, like I said, and just interviewing different people. And it's funny, man. I love him. Episode 46, Adam Sandler. Another guy I love. Love this guy ever since I was a kid. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I will watch Happy Gilmore until the day I die. I don't give a fuck. That shit always makes me laugh. He's got a new movie coming out called Uncut Gems, which has an extremely high rating on IMDb. Apparently, this is one of his best acting roles he's done in a very long time. I'm looking forward to seeing it. He said even borrows a little bit from Howard Stern, the character. So, again, that, makes, me want to see it even more. So, but yeah, man, I love the Sandman. Like I said before, one of the greatest things I always loved about Adam Sandler is just how nice he is to, all his friends and, the people around him. And, like, that's what you do, man. When you make it in this business, you gotta, I mean, you don't have to, but, you should take care of people around you, and I'm not saying financial, I'm saying, if you think someone's funny, put them in a movie with you. Why not? I mean, I don't know. I just think he's a great guy. So, Adam, I love you, man. Episode 47, Ghostbusters. One of my favorite movies of all time. The new trailer came out for the Ghostbusters. It looks promising. I'm not gonna lie. Again, a lot of it's being taped in Vancouver, I think. Vancouver just seems to be keeps coming up in this conversation for some reason. The only thing I was disappointed in, I didn't see the boys, man. Where are they? Where's Aykroyd? Bill Murray? Yeah. Where's Ernie Hudson? Where are they? Like, where are they? We're all just waiting on that. I'm sure there'll be another trailer, with them. I mean, they showed a clip in the back, but it was from the old movie. But either way, I'm excited to see this movie. I mean, I'm just curious to see what the technology is going to look like. Like what the story is going to be. Yeah, I will forever be a Ghostbusters kid, for sure. Episode 48, Valentine's Day. Once again, I think this day is bullshit. I really do. My dad, I think I mentioned this before, but my dad said that, I don't need one day to show your mother how much I love her. And it's true. I mean, this is all just fucking, a way of companies making money. And the sad thing is, we say that, but then every year, we give in, because we don't want to be that one dude, that's a dick, and then we will be cheap and whatever is, coming up, we gotta pay for it and shit. Okay. So I guess what I'm trying to say is either way, we're screwed. So happy Valentine's Day, guys and gals and, future lovers and yeah, they got us. Okay. Episode 49, Dessert. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is just an episode for me to just basically pig out on desserts. I love ice cream, love cheesecake. I don't know. I love it. Episode 50, Aladdin. Now, I tried to watch the new one with Will Smith. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. As soon as I heard him sing, I tuned out. I'm sorry, but yet the movie made over $1 billion worldwide. So I don't know what to tell you, man. I'll always love Will Smith. He's come out with a couple clunkers in his day. I get it, but all right, I'm sticking to the cartoon. Fuck it. Episode 51, and the award goes to. Now, again, you don't need an award to tell you how good you are. You really don't. Is it nice to get one? Sure. It's a good feeling, Even it's nice to be nominated. It's nice to be even thought of, So, what else can I say? I don't like the way the Academy Awards treated Kevin Hart. Still, I don't like it, and to this day, like, people ask him why, he's like, I talked about it, I'm not talking about it again. I don't blame him. I mean, there's no point to keep rehashing it again, past it, that's it. So, what are you going to do? He's still a funny guy. It's not going to affect his career. I don't know, I think they can make 10 of those Jumanji movies, like, he'll be fine. But, you don't need an award to tell you how good you are. Episode 52, Michael Jackson. Again, some people love him, some people hate him. I'm always going to love him. I think it's one of the first albums I ever listened to as far as I know. I still love Thriller. Great album. Like I said before, the ultimate irony is we'll never know. I mean, we'll never know what happened, we don't know. Me personally, I don't think anything happened. I just don't see it. But at the same time, I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I don't know. I thought the Leafs would win a cup 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. You know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying, it is what it is. And every time you talk about Michael Jackson, someone's going to say something good, someone's going to say something bad. But we still play Thriller on Halloween. I don't give a fuck. Episode 53, Depression. Again, we've all felt depressed sometimes. I feel depressed sometimes. It is what it is. If you can get some help, just talk about it with someone, friend, family, doesn't matter. Just do it. We all go through it. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Episode 54, Computer Love, Online Dating. Oh man, boy, did I learn a lot in this one. Yeah. Again, not much else to say. Just, actually, this is one of my favorite shows I've recorded. Took a bit to get all the research, whatever. And, yeah, it was fun actually doing this, to be honest with you. Yeah, don't take it personally. Someone rejects you online. It's like in real life. Someone rejects you in real life. It's the same thing. Although apparently it's a lot easier online. But, yeah, just take it with a grain of salt, man. I don't know why I'm saying that phrase. I never say that phrase, like ever. Anyways, episode 55, Computer Love, Part 2, Online Dating. Yeah, this is just me telling all the stories. And, yeah, there's I'm pretty sure if you give me a little bit more time, I could probably make a Computer Love Part 3. Just wait for it, guys. I can't promise you it'll be good as the Part 2, but still, it's all entertainment. Episode 56, Dishwasher. Still to this day, I still remember when I went on the bus after that last job I had being a dishwasher and just smelling how bad it was, and I just realized it was me. And yeah, it was. Yeah, I even to this day, if I can use a plastic cup or paper plate, I'll use it. I don't care. I really don't. I hate washing dishes to this day. But at the same time, it's one of those jobs where, yeah, that's where you start, in a lot of businesses. And what can I tell you? If you feel you're too good for it, you can get another job, do it. If not, then shut the fuck up, and eventually, hopefully you will get recognized. And, you just got to keep pushing forward. And, yeah, tell management, yeah, I don't want to do this shit. I've been here for a while, and yeah, I want to do something else. And if he's cool, they'll let you do something else. Yeah. If you don't want to do a job, don't do it. But at the same time, I mean, you learn, being a character. I mean, try to make the best out of it, I guess. I mean, that's all I'm trying to say. That's all. If your boss, she pisses you off, whatever, just tell her, look, I'm the one that's keeping this place clean. Episode 57, Nipsey Hussle. Now, I talked about this before. Very sad what happened to this guy. I heard recently that T.I. was on the radio and he was arguing with some guy, him being a legend, and the one other guy said he wasn't a legend. And I'm like, listen, a lot of rappers, like I said, in this game, I mean, okay, maybe they're not like Tupac or Biggie or whatever, but, like the definition of a legend is that you're just remembered. And hopefully you're remembered for something positive. And that's what this guy did. Like, he did everything he could for his community. And, I mean, just for him to go out like this, it sucks, man. Like, it really sucks. And, it just seemed like he was the type of guy that, like, in the next couple of years, like, he was just going to do more and more. And, and it just sucks this happened basically, in his backyard. I that's the thing that really just pains me the most about this, is that, you do everything you can for your community. And, the irony is that someone in your community does this to you, fuck, man, it just pisses me off. It really does. And it's a scary world we live in, because this could happen anywhere, but it just sucks more. It happened, at your, in your city, and it just sucks, man. It really sucks. And, but, a lot of people showed up at, I believe, the Staples Center, for his funeral. And, yeah, I mean, it really just showed, like, how much this guy was loved. And, All the respect to his family. Like I said in the podcast, like I knew he was really close to his father and brother, and all the best to their family, and like my prayers are with you. Rest in peace. Episode 58. Happy birthday. Every year, I think I look less forward to my birthday, but it's not because like a getting old thing or whatever. I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like it's just the day you're born. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't define who you are. It's the things you do afterwards. So, but it's important that you do celebrate a little bit on your birthday, even if it's a little slice of cake, whatever. Who doesn't love cake? Cake is awesome, but don't get that cheap frosting on it. You know what I'm talking about? I don't like those corner pieces of cake, because it's too much frosting. It's true. You get too much of a good thing. Anyways, the point is, enjoy your birthday, because God only knows how many you got left. Episode 59, Game 7. I'm really going to try hard not to talk about the Leafs in this one, but Game 7, it is just do or die for any sporting event, because there is no Game 8. So just give it your all and make it count. Did I sound like Vince Lombardi there? Or no? Okay. Episode 60. 1967, Toronto Maple Leafs. My beloved Leafs. Once again, I could talk about you guys forever. But will I? No. I did say I wasn't going to watch any games, like a typical Leaf fan. That was all bullshit. Of course I watch the Leaf games. Not all of them. I'm not going to lie. There's games where I'm just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to watch maybe a little bit, a few minutes. Maybe I'll watch the third period. That's it. After that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't care. I'm being honest. I love the Leafs, and I will love you guys forever. Okay? Babcock got fired. We got the new guy. We're doing good so far. But I'm a realistic Leaf fan. Okay? Chances are, we're not going to win the Cup this year. Okay? Now, keep in mind, last time I said that about a Toronto franchise, we won. So am I saying this out of irony? I don't even know anymore. The point is, honestly, I just don't feel we're playoff ready. Okay? Our defense needs work. Anderson can't do it all by himself back there. Okay? If it wasn't for Anderson, forget it. I think we'd have 5 wins or something. We still need more tough players. I know it's a different game nowadays. It's not about the fighting. Shut up. Fighting will always be a part of hockey. Fuck off. And we love it too. Okay, don't say you don't like it. Fuck. How many times I've seen Goon? At least 4 times. I've seen the second one once. So the point is, we're just not playoff ready. Okay, we're not. Will we be in the future? Who knows? Why don't we get Subban here? Okay? He wants out of Jersey. They want him out of Jersey. I'm pretty sure he's from Rexdale. Let's bring him back home. Him, Giannis, might be fun next year. Let's see what happens. Anyways, episode 61. Feeling blue. Police officer. As I mentioned before, the cops were listening to my suicide podcast, and I'm pretty sure they were listening to this one. The things that happened to me recently in that instant. Okay, now I swear to God, I did not plan that. Now I think that could be a cop car, that could be an ambulance car, but I'm just saying that is pretty eerie. That sound is going off. But anyways, shit, I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I never got an apology from these guys. I probably never will. They don't give a shit, But what's going on in our city of Toronto right now? All these shootings every weekend or even during the week, and it's just getting worse and worse. And I'm not trying to blame the police officers here, but I'm just wondering how much lenience these guys are giving a lot of these first time offenders and all that. And I don't know, the concept of me making this podcast is that I know, a lot of police officers get a lot of shit, for not doing their job, but the ones that do their job, just, give them props, honestly, but the ones that aren't doing their job, just shame on you, honestly. Like, it's just, it's just really disgusting, it really is. And, yeah, sometimes I feel that, it's just going to get worse. I mean, it kind of is. And, is it our fault? Is it the police fault? Is it society's fault? I don't know. But just don't put all the blame on police, okay? These guys are doing their best, the good ones anyway. And, I will say this, though, okay? You guys want to stop these guns from coming in from wherever the fuck they're coming from, okay? How about some border patrol? How about some better, policing there? We got to stop this, guys. Honestly, it's just, like I said, it's just going to get worse. Episode 62, Toronto Raptors. My beloved Toronto Raptors, yeah. 2019 champions. Oh, Philadelphia has a statue of Rocky Balboa. Toronto should have a big-ass statue of Kawhi Leonard. You are a god, sir. Thank you for everything. Yeah. I mean, the team was just awesome. We're still pretty good, Don't get me wrong. Everyone's like, oh, where's Kawhi? We're not good anymore. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you. We're still fucking awesome. It's just amazing, like, how many... I mean, they definitely did not anticipate how many people were going to show up for that parade. It had to be half the city. I didn't go because I had to work. But yeah, it's too busy for me, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I kind of do regret not going. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of, yeah. I'll tell you what. If it happens a second time, I will definitely go. But yeah. I'm still speechless over it, man. I mean, I remember watching it at the bar with my buddies, and it was just an amazing feeling, for them to win. And it's a great franchise. I mean, again, people always think of Toronto as a hockey town, but I think it's pretty much a basketball town now. What do you guys think? Episode 63, Webcam. Again, this is one of these examples of a podcast where I just wanted to put out that story. I think it's a pretty good story. I had fun. Episode 64, Kawhi Leonard. Like I said, if we can get going on this statue, that would be great. And he's just an amazing player. I mean, just an amazing guy, Not the most amazing laugh, I guess, I remember my first laugh. But anyways, so he's won with the Spurs. He's won with the Raptors. Can he win with the Clippers? Let's see what happens. Episode 65. Unsolved Mysteries. Now, the new show is coming up sometime, I think, in 2020. I'm just wondering who the fuck is the voice going to be, man, or the host, or what, because that's some big shoes to fill. I mean, that was a huge part of that show. Yeah, I mean, if you've never seen the show, like see the older episodes. I mean, they're just great. I don't know, it's just always an entertaining show. I mean, I like shows that, yeah, just entertaining. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's just a great show. What's cool about me is when I was watching this show just in the last year, just catching up on all these episodes, you go to another website and they tell you an update on all these episodes. I think I mentioned that before, but it's cool. I mean, like some of these cases are still pending from like this year. So, I mean, yeah, check it out. Episode 66, my top 10 Nintendo Entertainment System games. I stand by this list. I have no regrets in this list. Thank you. Episode 67, Champion. Again, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The main reason why I made this is because of, the whole Raptor thing going on, us being in the playoffs and winning and all that, whatever, but it's true. I mean, it takes a lot of hard work to be a champion. It takes years. In our case, it takes, I don't know, almost 5 decades for the Leafs. But yeah, again, hard work pays off. Episode 68, bacon. Fuck, do I love bacon. I had bacon today. I had bacon on my pizza today. It was fucking awesome. If anybody ever badmouths bacon, oh man, we're going to have a problem. Episode 69. Sorry. Raccoon. I don't know. I just talk about random shit on here. I had some good stories in there, Check it out. Episode 70. The worst job I ever had. Now, is this the worst job I've ever had? It might be. This is something I'd like to actually continue doing. I might do this again. Maybe it'll become a little series. I don't know. Who knows? But that job was a huge pain in the ass. And I cannot imagine doing that job right now in the winter. So I stand by everything I said there. Episode 71, Stalker. Do I have any regrets with this one? No. A lot of, I'll be honest with you, a lot of this podcast is just me venting. It really is. I mean, it's just getting all my stuff out there, and I considered it a form of therapy. Is it really? No. But that's my logic, and I'm sticking to it. And, yeah, I don't have any stalkers now. I don't know. Ask me in a week. Who knows? But, yeah, that's it. Episode 72, air conditioning. Wow. That was a fucking hot day too, man. That was a pain in the ass making that one. Yeah, I mean, God bless the person who invented AC. I forgot who did it. But, yeah, just God bless you, man. You're awesome. Episode 73, Chris Morgan, a.k.a. The Bagel Guy. Short people. Now, this guy had his 15 minutes of fame. You don't hear about this guy anymore. Apparently, he was supposed to fight Lenny Dykstra. Yeah, that's right. The baseball legend, Lenny Dykstra. Even I don't follow baseball, and I know who that is. But anyways, yeah, he backed out. I think it has something to do with some kind of court cases pending or something. He didn't want more attention, whatever. And then Chris Morgan was supposed to fight someone else or something. And then the irony was that day, Chris Morgan didn't even show up. Yeah, it's it's so stupid. But anyways, the point is, I mean, I don't know. Short people get a bad rep. The whole Napoleonic complex, whatever, being angry. Short people, tall people, fat people, skinny. We're all fucking people, man. Who cares? Just live life. Have a good one. That's it. It's all good. Episode 74, Grandpa. Papu, we miss you. Also, I was named after him, Michael. Actually, no, I was named after my great grandpa, and then he was named after. Just so we all, can remember each other's names. We miss you. My parents told me a story where he couldn't find his fake teeth, and it was so weird. Like they had it in the laundry, and I mean, I'm just surprised it didn't fuck the machine up. But my grandma just searching all the pockets. You can't find anything. So there's another great lesson that my grandpa taught me. Whenever you lose your fake teeth, always make sure you check your clothes before you put them in the laundry, because then they'll just disappear like your socks. But yeah, he was a cool motherfucker, man. And yeah, rest in peace. Episode 75, voicemail. This was also one of my favorite ones to do because I just feel the art of voicemails are gone. Like, nobody leaves voicemails anymore. Even with people I work with, they'll call, they'll have the voicemail there, but they won't record anything. And then right after, they'll send you a text. So instead of you just saying, hey, call me back, you go through all that effort, sit through all those rings, then afterwards, you just send a text. Why? Why can't you leave me something funny? I'm going to go in there. Please enter your password. I'm not going to tell you my password, but, beep, 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 whatever. You have one new message. To play your message, push 1. Obviously, if I made the fucking phone call, I want to listen to my voicemail. Okay, so beep. First message sent by. There's a pause. End of voicemail. To keep this where the fuck would I want to keep it? Look, all I'm saying is I miss the art of voicemails. That's all. That's all. Episode 76. Let's go to the movies. Movie theater. Yeah, a lot of people don't really go to movies anymore. I mean, they still do. Don't get me wrong, But there's why would I? Most people got big screen TVs now, or even a decent sized screen, whatever, and you sit home, you save a shitload of money, and why do you go to the movies? I mean, I don't know, people in the movie industry, I don't know, they got to figure out, first of all, popcorn should not be that expensive. Second, they got to figure out better ways to promote movies, or just more ways to, entice people to go to movies. I mean, it's way too easy to access movies. I lie in bed sometimes, I watch movies on my phone. I'm happy with that. And the irony is, I have, decent sized TV. I could watch it on TV, but I don't. I don't know why, because I'm just that lazy. I just rather lie in bed and fall asleep to it. What happened? What happened to going to the movies? What happened to the art of making it, a movie night? And Tuesday it's still discount, whatever, but I don't know. We're all just waiting for the next Marvel movie, to come out and, see Iron Man kick ass again, and that's it. Episode 77, first day of school. First day of school sucks. It really does. It doesn't matter. I mean, summer's over. You got to go there. And that just sucks. I don't know. I got most of my shit out of there. Fuck it. Episode 78, strip club. Again, almost like the movies. Why go out and watch a movie when you can watch a movie at home? Except this movie has way more tits. But it's the experience. It's the experience of seeing a live woman, which a lot of people that, I don't know, growing up on their phones nowadays have no idea what that is. But I encourage, ladies, I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. But guys, go to a strip club, all right? At least once. Check it out. It's fun, I swear. Episode 79. Fuck social media. Just call me. And I listed my number on there. I still don't use social media. 1, because I don't believe in it. 2, I don't know how to use it. So maybe once I do learn how to use it more better, I still don't know the difference between Instagram and I don't even know what it's called. Look, I don't care. I don't post pictures. Okay, if I see food in front of me, I'm not gonna take 10 pictures of it. I'm just gonna eat it. Call me old fashioned. That's just the way I am. But one thing was funny about this. I do get a couple phone calls, but again, no voicemails. I can't stress this enough. If you're gonna call me, leave a funny voicemail. Something fart into the phone, whatever. Just give me something. But one guy did call me. Irony is, I was in bed watching a movie, of course. A legitimate movie, not the, okay. And it was around 11 p.m. And it said something like, this is the Toronto Police, whatever division. We have your number, and we have squad cars on the way to your place right now. Oh God. I talked about bullying before, right? Okay. I don't want to say all bullies are stupid, but I mean, this is, someone doing this is really not what I had in mind of good feedback. And of course, I text him back and I'm like, who is this? Why are you bothering me during my movie in bed? I'm so comfy. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like having a long conversation with you, And he's like, no, bro, I'm serious. They're coming. We got helicopters. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very scared for the future and our people that are younger than us. Again, there's probably some smart people out there. I get it. There probably is some person out there inventing a sandwich right now where all I have to do is push a button and the whole thing goes into my mouth a lot quicker. I get it. But this scares me. Okay? There's no choppers coming for me. Just stop it. And then, of course, I engage, which is something you don't do with social media. You don't engage with these people. But, of course, you get suckered in. And, I just broke it down. I'm like, no helicopters are coming. No cop cars are coming. He told me what area he was from, which is something you should never do if you actually prank somebody. You should not access your own location. I can't believe I actually have to say this. He got the wrong division wrong. I told him this is the one that's closest to you. And he was just very angry. But at one point it was funny because he was just, going, oh, you're middle aged, you're just complaining, your podcast is stupid. But then he said like something like, oh, no, but I get what you're doing. It's cool in that aspect. But you're stupid. And like he kept, I don't know, it's, yeah. The point is, at least I got one good response. And I told him that. I said, thank you very much for the feedback. And then he was gone. So all I'm trying to say is, if you want to reach me, go ahead. I don't mind. Text me. I'll leave a voicemail. Those are always fun. But helicopters don't have time for me. They just don't. They don't have time for Arnold Schwarzenegger anymore. What makes you think they're going to have time for me? So, just be respectful. And even if you're not respectful, at least be funny. Thank you. Episode 80. My top 10 Super Nintendo Entertainment System games. Once again, I got no regrets with this list. It's solid. That's it. Episode 81. John Travolta. I mean, was it Gotti and that other? I don't even know the name of it. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I mean, like again, it's like I said before, you're only one hit away, but John Travolta really needs a hit, man. I mean, I'll always love the guy. Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies of all time. But I mean, anyways, yeah. Episode 82, the keto diet. I said all I have to say. Fuck it. Episode 83, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Okay. This is where, again, this is something, I mean, there's a good chance that it might be Tekashi 6ix9ine who actually prank called me. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, here's a guy that did, like, pretty much everything wrong in his life up to this point. And for some reason, uh, you know, he's only going to get now 2 years in jail. You know, I mean, the guy could have been facing what, 50 years or some shit, whatever. I think he's got like a show lined up or something. I mean, we are rewarding stupidity. Why? Why are we doing this? I don't get it. Like, I don't know. Can anyone explain this to me? Like anybody know that? But this is the sad world we live in. You know. Now you're going to be rewarded for stupid shit. Good job, Planet Earth. Good job. Episode 84. Man's best friend. Dogs. I'm not going to lie to you. Still not the biggest fan of dogs. Not saying I hate them. I would just never own one. But pugs, though. I mean, I think I said this before. Pugs are cute, man. I mean, they're just always smiling and shit. They're cool, you know. But dog owners, learn to train your dog. Please. Please. Just, you know, make sure it doesn't jump on me. Like, it just, even recently, I saw this one woman. I went to her house. The dog was just staring me down. She warned me before I went to the house. She said, "Don't wear your hat." I said, "Why can't I wear a hat in your house, madame?" And she said, "Well, because it triggers my dog and he will attack you." I said, "Is he not a fan of the Blue Jays?" I said, and then she said, "No, it's just a hat. Doesn't like hats." I didn't know dogs were so specific. So, of course, I took off my hat. I gave in and go in there, staring me down. Golden retriever. Didn't say anything, didn't bark, nothing, just staring me down. I'm like, okay, so we're good. I go inside. I'm like, I offer an olive branch. I'm like, I go to pet it very slowly. And the dog was almost, I believe, 2 centimeters away from chopping off my pinky and the finger that really doesn't have a name. I guess index, I guess. The point is, this is what I get. This is my thanks for taking off my hat and exposing myself. I just, you know, just have your dogs trained. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Episode 85. Pussy. Cats. Yeah, I will always be more of a cat person than dog person. Cats are way cooler. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That new movie, Cats, coming out. Why do we need it? I don't know. From what I understand, I don't know, the play isn't that good, so I don't know why we're coming out with the movie. It looks really weird. Once again, they put out a trailer, like they did with Sonic the Hedgehog, and now they're changing it, because of the bad reaction online, whatever, because apparently people that live in their basements control the world. Yeah, so I'm just gonna stick with the real thing. Cool. Episode 86, laundry. I told that story about the woman being in the laundromat with me. Haven't seen her since. I don't know what happened. And yeah, still doing laundry. Still doing laundry. Episode 87, Robin Williams. One of the funniest men of all time. Not much else to say, just, we miss you. Plain and simple. Episode 88, Patrick Swayze. Like I said, for years, I thought you did all these stupid romance movies. Then I found out years later, because of Family Guy, you're a badass. We miss you too, Patrick Swayze. Episode 89, Nightclub. Yeah, I did work a nightclub. I prefer being outside. I don't care if it's minus 15 weather. Inside, it'll always be minus. I hate it because it sucks. I don't mind the music, but I don't want to hear the same shit 10 times over. that's your thing, that's your thing. More of a bar man myself, local bar, as you could say. And yeah. No, I don't want that shit. Episode 90, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I will forever be a Ghostbuster kid, and I will forever be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kid. I don't even like saying TMNT. It just, I still say Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't say KFC. It's the way I was raised. It is what it is. And these guys kick ass. I don't know what's going to happen with the future of the Ninja Turtles. I don't know if Michael Bay is going to make a third one, or they're going to revamp it, or I don't know. Just go back to the original story. Go back to the comics if you have to. Make it R-rated. Whatever you got to do. Just make it right. 91. Harrison Ford. He's a badass. Episode 92. Sore throat. Once again, I was sick when I made this. It's pretty obvious. It's not fun having this. I don't want to go through this shit again. Episode 93. Wallet. Yep. Still have not followed up on the about my wallet being misplaced there. Will I ever? I don't know. It's just one of those things I just gotta let go. I didn't admit this, but I once found a wallet. It had a lot of money in it. Maybe this is just the world balancing itself. 94. The Joker. The movie should get nominated for Best Picture. Joaquin Phoenix should get nominated for Best Actor. I haven't seen a lot of the movies that have come out this year, but it'll definitely be a contender. And apparently, on a $50 million budget, the movie made over $1 billion. And yes, they are making a second one, I'm told. So, curious to see what they do there. I mean, personally, I don't think they should do it. But at the same time, I mean, if they do it, then, hopefully they just go back, maybe I was going to say reminisce there. I mean, they could do that. But just go back to the comics, whatever. Maybe do the whole thing in the Arkham Asylum, Maybe actually, because, again, spoiler alert. I can't believe I gotta fucking say that. But anyways, at the end of the movie, it shows him in the asylum. And maybe that's where they'll leave off. And they'll show him escaping and actually becoming the Joker in real life. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Episode 95. Joaquin Phoenix. Cool dude, man. Cool history. Cool family. His sisters now are doing a podcast now. He was on the first episode. I thought that was cool seeing them interact with each other. Yeah, I mean, listen, if he doesn't win Best Actor this year, there's something wrong. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen a lot of the movies, but I just can't imagine someone topping him. And like I said before, they're making another Joker, and yeah. I'm always excited to see what next movie he's going to do. So, good luck to him. Episode 96, John Witherspoon. Found so many facts about this dude. It was fun doing this podcast, I'm not going to lie. Very funny guy. Always liked this guy. I'm just like an old school comic. I mean, he lived a hell of a life. And rest in peace to Mr. Witherspoon. Episode 97. Don Cherry. Now, I'm pretty sure a couple times I said Don Sherry. So I gotta learn how to read. But yeah, I still don't like what happened to him. He's got a great podcast now. It airs once a week. You can catch him on Apple or YouTube or whatever the fuck. I don't know, wherever you see your shit online. And it's just, I mean, it's an extended version of Coach's Corner. That's all it is. And this is all we wanted all these years, you know? Now he doesn't have to worry about saying, certain things, and he doesn't have to worry about you people, like, fuck, man, it's just so stupid. But honestly, like, you watch that first intermission on Hockey Night in Canada now, it's a snooze fest, man. And I'll be honest, I'm still very disappointed in Ron McLean. And I really wish he stepped up, man. I'll be honest with you, I can't stand the guy anymore. I really can't. I don't know. I'm just very disappointed. And let that be a lesson to everybody out there, man. If someone like helps you or basically makes your career out there, don't fucking turn your back on them, and it's just like, remember who helped you. I mean, they always say in life that, like when you go up, the same people you see are the same people you see when you go down. Okay? So all the best to John Cherry. And he's doing it with his son. His son's helping him out on the podcast, and it's awesome. Just him telling stories and him, reviewing the week of hockey. It's great. I definitely recommend it. You love Coach's Corner. You'll love. I think he called it the Grapevine, which is the same shit he called back in the day when he had the show. So he's awesome, man. All the best to him. I hope everything keeps working out with the podcast. It's doing better than my podcast, that's for sure. Sorry. Episode 98, Mustache, Movember. Ladies, I just got one question for you. Guy shows up at your door. Let's say you meet him somewhere, and then you talk for a little while on the phone. That is if people still talk on the phone. Because actually that's what cell phones actually do. And then a couple weeks later, he's got a mustache, and he shows up at the door. He's got in one hand a box of chocolates. The other hand, he's got some flowers, because apparently this is 1962. And on his face, he has the biggest mustache you've ever seen. Do you still go out with him? Do you still respect him as a man? Do you still go through with it? Like all I'm saying is, is a mustache worth it? Is it worth it for a woman, or is it just about the guy just saying, you know what, I'm gonna look funny, I just go with it. I'll tell you something else too. I've seen a lot of Chuck Norris movies lately. If Chuck Norris does not have facial hair, chances are it won't be a good movie. But when he's got the beard and the mustache, it's there, man. It's there. Episode 99, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Of course, doing an episode 99 and the great one goes hand in hand. And yes, obviously, it was done on purpose. One of the best hockey players of all time. Like I said before, I still feel Bobby Orr is the best player of all time. The guy played without a helmet. It was a different game back then. All I'm saying is Wayne Gretzky is fucking awesome. And I just did this one recently, said everything in there that I had to, and there's a reason why he's called the Great One, and he deserves that title. Which leads me to episode 100. I think it went okay so far. I think, I could have put more emphasis and more energy into certain ones, but hey, it's just the way it is, I mean, did I make this episode really long on purpose? No. I actually realized halfway through it, I was already an hour, and I just said, fuck it, I'm going to roll with it. Why? Because there's like 2 people that listen to this podcast, so who gives a shit? The point is, you go out there, you have a good time. Number 100, I think that's cool. What else can I say? Actually, there's a lot more I can say. Actually, there's one really good point I should bring up is why did I call it the Malaka Podcast? Well, originally I was going to call it the Michael Show because in middle school, I remember one time I listen, I'm one of these people, I either you love me or hate me. There's no middle. I'm a very honest person. I just say what's on my mind. I don't care. I really don't at this point. As you get older, you really don't care, like I said before. And I was just talking to one of my friends in the hallway, and I remember the woman said, the teacher there, she said, okay, you got a place to go now. And I'm like, I do? And she's like, yeah, this isn't the Michael show. And first of all, I felt, well, I didn't feel bad, but I didn't even know her name. Second, I was like, wow, that's a cool title for a show. So thank you, Miss Teacher. I appreciate you, but I still got to go with the Malaka podcast. Now, the term Malaka, in my opinion, is not really an offensive word. But let's see what good old Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, has to say. Malaka is a commonly used profane Greek slang word with a variety of different meanings, but literally meaning man who masturbates. What? While it is typically used as an insult, with its literal equivalent in English being wanker, the meaning varies depending on the tone and context used. It can be exclamation of pleasure, an expression of dark horror, a cry of anger, a declaration of affection, and other different things. Common alternative meanings include asshole, motherfucker, jerk, or idiot, and the contrasting dude or mate depending on the context. It has been described as the most used Greek slang word. Well, that is absolutely true. It's the first Greek word I ever learned. Well, the one of 20. Well, one of 10 that I can remember. But yeah, yeah. I also heard that malakinis menos means chronic masturbator. So yeah, I could. Okay, so yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Listen, I just thought it was a funny word. Okay, people like it. A lot of people ask me what it means. This is what it means. That's it. You know. But for the most part, like I always understood it where like if you're with friends, you know, you're like, hey, Malaka, what's going on? Nothing much, Malaka. You know, just back and forth shit. That's all. Like it doesn't really mean anything. You know, hey, what's up, bud? Hey, what's up, bro? You know, like that's it. Very simple. You know. But what's funny is one time I talked to someone online. I was trying to buy something, and you know, of course, I put my picture to advertise my shit. You know, to 6 people out there listening, and he got offended. And it was clearly a other Greek person I was talking to, and they were offended. Now, I don't mean to offend anybody by calling my podcast the Malaka Podcast. I just thought it was something catchy, something funny, something that represents me. It was either that or the Asshole Podcast, but I'm pretty sure that's probably been done. So let me put a word out there that a lot of people know, but at the same time, don't know. And that's the whole point of life. That's the whole point of people listening to podcasts in the first place. You know, they just want to be entertained. They want to learn shit, you know, or just hear people be malakias. Whatever. It doesn't matter, you know. And that's why I enjoy doing this podcast. Now, a lot of people say, you know, this podcast shouldn't be that long. Shouldn't be more than 10 minutes. I don't know if they're saying that because, you know, most podcasts are only 10, 15 minutes, or if they just really hate me. I don't know. But this one I made extra long, that's what she said. And just, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. I care in the sense that I care, but I don't care in the sense that I don't care. If that makes any sense what I just said, please tell me. But I'm an open book. So in the future, if you guys have any questions for me, any at all, chances are I probably will ignore them. But you got any good ideas that I should talk about for the podcast, please feel free to express yourself. I'm a very simple man. I don't expect a lot from people. Why? Because you never get a lot. My mother always told me that no one is going to come knocking on your door and give you something. You got to go out there and get it. And my dad would always say, the eyes never lie. Me and my parents, a lot of times, we never see eye to eye. I always say growing up, it was good, but we had our bad moments at the same time. It was almost like having Stalin, Mussolini, and Hitler live in the same house, which is pretty much impossible. So, in many ways, I always saw my mom as like a older sister. In a way, she's the one that taught me a lot, and a lot of people say that I'm more like her than I am my dad. My dad's a very nice guy. I consider myself a nice person too, but I just don't have time for bullshit in my life anymore, And there's times that, we don't always see eye to eye, or we even go long periods without even talking to each other. But there's always that love and understanding. I think in the end, we just want the best for each of us. And to this day, we still cannot find a common ground, but we will eventually. I think it's called death. No, I'm just joking. But no, but in all honesty, I love my parents a lot, and they're actually the ones, my credit's shit, so they helped me. It's a whole process with SoundCloud. I don't know, you can't pay through debit, you can't pay through cash. I don't know. You'd be surprised how many people nowadays do not take cash. TELUS doesn't take cash. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, but yeah, they helped me with this. I paid them the money, and then they put it on their credit card or whatever. But yeah, and I'm very thankful for that. I really am, and I'm very thankful for everything they've done for me in my life. I really am. And all I can say is, Mom, Dad, I love you very much. And I'm sorry I didn't cure cancer. But hopefully, I'll do what matters. Again, guys, I want to thank everybody for supporting my podcast. I just want to entertain people. I like making people laugh. I always have. And yeah, I hope I can keep doing that. And if you guys want to crank call me, just do it when I'm not in bed watching a movie, okay? Just, actually, you know what? I don't want to censor anybody. Do it whenever the fuck you want. I don't care. My phone is on silent 99.9% of the time. So, I don't know. Go nuts. I'll eventually get the message. Don't worry. But I don't know what to say. I mean, if you ever see me, you can, just say, hey, what's up? Or, go, hey, Malaka. Or you can just say, and did it my way. Not all Italians can sing, but I think all Greeks can entertain. So I'd like to dedicate this podcast to my mom and dad. Like I said before, I love you guys very much. I know we always don't see eye to eye to shit, but you guys are all right. Don't worry. I mean, look at me. You did the best you could. It is what it is. There's a reason why I'm an only child. A guy my size, I came out of my mom's vagina, and they're like, holy shit, another one? Fuck this. So, if you ever see me on the street, you can say hello, you can say hi, bonjour, hey, what's going on, Malaka? And then I'll probably just say back, hello, my name is Michael.